Cooking does not have to be an overwhelming experience, even if you are navigating the kitchen with ADHD. Today we are making sesame salmon burgers, a delicious and easy to follow recipe packed with flavor and omega-3. Now, obviously, we chose salmon for a reason today, and the biggest reason for that is that our brains are 25% DHA, which is a fish fact. How true is that? Let me check this against you.
100% true. I've even looked under the microscope, and I've seen the majority of our brain cells absorb and love omega fatty 3s.
Okay, so while you tell me about that, can I have you mix the mayonnaise with the sriracha for the sauce while I start making the patty here? So we have some salmon and I'm going to add some eggs to it. So we were talking about DHA specifically. So how does eating something that is rich with omega-3 help?
So DHA is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful fatty acid. It helps with dopamine, it helps with so many hormones which our brains need for control and for to actually thrive. It's our happy hormone. And that works very well for ADHD. You might not even need any medication with your fatty 3s.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm really glad that you brought that up. And let's talk about now the steps that people with ADHD can use in the kitchen specifically. I know
100%.
one of the first ones is simplifying it, bringing it back to the basics. Basics rather. How does this make it?
So lovely. So someone with ADHD might be very overwhelmed if there's too many ingredients, for example, or too lengthy list. I'm already like, oh my goodness, if it's a 20-page recipe, I'm not ready. But this seems simple, straightforward. It'll be very good to have like a list ready and all your prepping already done. That almost kind of makes things much better.
And I know that having everything prepared beforehand helps as well. And what I'm going to do is add everything that I've prepared beforehand. We have some spring onion to add in the patty as well, some red wine vinegar. We have some ginger as well. Oh, yes, and that's some sesame oil. I know that for a fact. And then I'm going to mix all of this together with some flour. The key is to use enough flour so that it's not a runny mixture. We want it to be some kind of patty. Yes, absolutely. Going back to things that we can do to help people with ADHD, how much of a difference does preparing these things beforehand help? And I mean, talking about practically, you're a working person coming back for work. When do you prepare? Yes.
So I would prep in advance, right? So keep everything prepared in advance and have your ingredient list ready, written out. You can even add some photos, be creative with it, just to make you feel less anxious and more in control and more focused. I've heard stories of people with ADHD who have burnt their food, etc. Because they were too focused on one thing. When you have everything out in front of you, it's so much easier to really make a wonderful meal.
Of course. So now, so you want to create your patty, which I've done before, and then we want to make sure that we fry that patty. We're going to use some olive oil today. Let's double check that the stove actually is on. Perfect.
Olive oil as well, good with the good fats that we need.
Oh, I'm glad you said that as well. Because people always say olive oil, but they never really give us context about why that is the better choice for you. Now, just going to throw the patties in here. And the wonderful thing about fish is that after 4 to 6 minutes on each side, it is cooked and easy to go.
So very quick.
Yes.
Very quick. Less of a margin to mess up, sort of.
Lovely. So while these are cooking, we have some things to assemble already. Would you mind putting everything together for me? Let's start off with that delicious mayonnaise that you made.
Perfect,
and spread it on your bun.
Oh, lovely. All right.
While I watch this side. Oh, it is smelling so good in here
so
already.
It's insane.
It must be those onions.
Insane.
Lovely.
And anything spicy, I'm ready for.
Yes. And what other kinds of foods do you think help to promote people that have ADHD?
So,
let me help you with that as well.
Omega-3 fatty acids. So that's found majority in fish, right? So, for example, mackerel as well, very, very good. And something affordable is your sardines as well, very rich in fatty acids as well.
Let's see how quickly we can actually put these burgers together. It's a competition. Let's see.
I'm ready.
Okay, so this is my side. I'm winning already at this point because you are moving too slowly for my liking.
That is not fair.
Getting some onions to grab in there as well. I'm an onion girl. I don't know about yourself.
I love it. I've eaten half of this already.
Oh, that is so gorgeous. And obviously then...
And all the colors?
Yes, please. That's what we want. We want it to look good.
Yeah.
Just because it's healthy food, it doesn't mean it has to be boring food.
Can I add the cucumbers?
Oh, please do. On your side especially as well.
You're not winning.
Now I am going to prompt these on here. I had it on very high heat, so it cooked a lot faster than anticipated. We promised you easy and we gave you easy. Now, cooking is all about the journey, even if it's your first time navigating the kitchen. To get access to this absolutely delicious recipe, head on over to afternoonexpress.co.za. After the break, we have TikTok sensation Chad Jones.